Hey guys, I am here today with this. This is the 2022 Mazda Miata MX-5. Let's get into it. So the model I have here today is yeah, it's nice, right? Thank you. Yeah, some guy just drove by, pointed at the car and gave me the thumbs up, and I agree. Listen, I have never been, I'm gonna confess to you guys, I've never been a huge Miata fan. I think it's great that there's an affordable rear-wheel drive vehicle for people out there, but like in terms of the drive, it's never really excited me. But this year, things are different. Let me tell you a little story. I'm at a dinner party with a bunch of car people, blah, 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 blah. It's all very pretentious. And I stand next to this guy and we're talking cars and we're comparing the cars we like and we're totally aligned. And then he said, yeah, but that latest generation MX-5. And I was like, bleh, boring. I hate the way it drives. I feel like it's all over the road. It's way too loose. It's not my bag. And then I find out he's an engineer at Mazda. And I was like, dude, I'm really sorry. So sorry. Excuse me. I'm sure your car is fine, but I'm not going to drive it. But he said, just do me a favor. Drive the car. So here I am, guys. I drove the car and I loved it. I would hands down drive this car, and let me tell you why. So the model I have here is the Club RF. So RF stands for retractable fastback, which basically means it's a hardtop convertible, which is just in terms of practicality the greatest thing. Sure, you get a tiny trunk, but who cares? Because when it rains, with just pull over and press a button, the hardtop closes and you're really happy. Love it. Okay, hardtop convertible, what's left in the trunk? I mean, not much, but let's face it, how much trunk space do you really need? And how much are you willing to compromise to have fun when you drive? In my case, it's plenty. I don't care if I have to put a child or a dog back here. This thing is fun. And let me tell you, I did my grocery shopping the other day and I got 9 bags of groceries back here and a case of wine. So, you know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Before I tell you why the drive was so great, there are a few things that this car came outfitted with that I would not sacrifice, and let me tell you what they are. There are 3 of them. 1, Brembo brakes. The braking was fantastic, absolutely loved it. 2, this has the Recaro seats, which, come on, if you're gonna get on the gas, you don't want, to be moving around in the seats. They were wonderful, and it will save your back. And 3, and most importantly, the manual transmission. Okay, maybe you can't drive a manual. I don't care, learn how. Just learn how, because Mazda makes such a phenomenal manual transmission. The clutch feel is perfect. It's stiff, but not too hard to maneuver. It's very forgiving. It's so much fun. I can't even tell you. Like when I got out of this car, I kept like my clutch foot was just sad because I had so much fun driving this car. So please get it in a manual if you can. This Miata is running a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 181 horsepower and 152 or something foot-pound of torque, which sounds like nothing. But then you think about the fact that this thing weighs nothing and you realize, oh, that's kind of fast. And trust me, it is. Okay, let's get back to the drive. So first of all, it's got Bilstein shocks, which are really helping the suspension. Fantastic. As I said, it's rear-wheel drive, as always. But what's new in the Miata is this thing called KPC. It's kinetic posture control, which sounds like a load of you-know-what. However, it totally worked. So my issue with this car has always been that it kind of feels like when you get on the gas, it's all over the road. The steering is way too loose. And just when you're getting on the gas, going around a curve, it just does not hold the road as much as I would like. This KPC solved this problem. Of course, that engineer told me it would, but I didn't believe him until I tried it for myself. I'll tell you, this is the best driving Miata ever. And they say this is the last year of the Miata, that they're gonna totally redo this car. I don't know, but let me tell you, it drives like nobody's business. A few other things worth noting about the drive. The road feel is fantastic. The steering is incredibly precise, and that's new. The body roll is minimal, again, thanks to that KPC. The one thing that I really could have done without is there was a lot of road noise. Like when I got on the freeway, even with the top up, the road noise was truly unbearable. I really had to crank the music, which brings me to that Mazda infotainment. Let's go. The Mazda infotainment system is almost as terrible as the one in Toyota. Listen, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but I found the Apple CarPlay really lagged. Again, it's wireless CarPlay, which isn't perfect in any car, but it was really annoying. And for a car that actually has great driver positioning, I found the buttons to be kind of in a weird spot, which is a bummer. And touchscreen just isn't practical in my opinion. Another thing that's weird and unfortunate about the Miata are these cup holders. They're in totally wanky positions, especially this one behind the driver's seat. Who's doing that? Totally weird. The Miata does not have a glove box, but it does have this locking rear box, which is kind of nice, and a place to put your sunglasses, which is very sweet. The pillar placement in the Miata is perfect. So even with the top up, the visibility in this thing is fantastic, which isn't always true in small vehicles. It's also worth noting that the Miata comes with plenty of driver's assistance that actually works well in this small car, which isn't always true when you have a manual transmission. The blind spot warning was fantastic. The automatic emergency braking was solid, and it had lane departure warning, which annoyed me, but it always does. I don't know about you guys. I always seem to turn it off unless I'm on the freeway. So as I said, putting the top up is really, really simple. It's one button. It's all you have to do. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, so let's talk numbers. In terms of pricing, this RF Club is $38,200. You're gonna spend an extra around 600 bucks for this gorgeous soul red metallic paint, which I think is like one of the best colors in the industry. But still, a sub $40,000 rear wheel drive sports car that you can have fun in like this, forget it, you guys. You're not gonna find a better deal. Don't even try looking. So there you have it. 2022 Mazda Miata MX-5 RF Club is worth it. Buy it, enjoy it, have a great time. Tell them Mama sent ya. I'm Motorhead Mama. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.